What's up, y'all? I'm back. I want to touch on a topic. Why do people stay like in places or relationships that's not serving them anymore? So, like relationships that aren't serving you anymore. Like I don't know. Like throughout my life, like the things that I've been going through and seeing people like I've seen a lot of people like stay in relationships where they know they're not happy, and we have talks about it that they're not happy, and they just stay there. And I feel like that's a big curse on a lot of people and a lot of individuals that go through that. And like I believe you should transform. I believe you should set goals to transform who you are, because you're not gonna stay comfortable in old habits or old trauma. You can move on. You can move past, even if you reflect on the past. That's normal. Like that's it. I feel like it's normal to reflect on the past sometimes, or if you have dreams of somebody from the past, you can't control if somebody how somebody's feeling about you, right? And then they come visit you in your dreams. You can't control that, or the astral realm, as I call it, home, right? People can come visit you if they like. I'm not gonna say not everybody can get as close to you as those certain people. And especially when it comes to the astral realm, they got freedom. Like, bro, I had a download last night, like an ex of mine, like it was nothing like bad or too crazy. We actually had like a good connection. It was just a lot of things going on. We were younger. I made bad mistakes, she wasn't perfect. I wasn't perfect, right? And then like basically, a lot of stuff went down, but it was all love though. Like I still, I would still try. Like it was times where I went back, type stuff. But it's like I moved on. I realized, growth. I got to move on. You got to move on. Everybody got to move on. You meet people for lessons. A lot of people aren't meant to stay in your life. I'm not gonna knock that one, but a lot of times we go through this because life shapes us. This is how life shapes us, putting us in situations where we have to face fear. We have to face ourselves, the truth, the person you want to be. You're truly deep down. You're kind of scared of it, and that's okay. Even me too. At a time, like I was scared on who I can become, not because if I was gonna succeed or not, because how is it gonna be? Who am I gonna be? Is it gonna change me? I don't want it. I don't want it to change me. That was always my fear, and you can probably relate to that. And I would say like just really stepping out of that, just like fuck it, like I'm tired of just sitting and not moving and like feeling stagnant, because I surrender, to the divine and all that, or to money, whatever I wanted to get, and I would think it just come to me. No. And then when I start taking action, I start seeing results. I got Mars and Capricorn. When I start seeing those results, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I got obsessed, bro. But not in no bad way, in a good way. Like I got really obsessed. I started trying to stay on top of my things, and I started really balancing myself out, because shit, Sun and Pisces, I gotta fight. I gotta fight to be a better person. I gotta really lock in because I want to be stable on the material realm. I am like that. That's. But for you, like, for example, like you want to be somewhere better. You want to be in a better place, right? You have to not be scared, and you have to surrender to who you want to be, but take action and move forward, because either way, like the planets are going to transition for you to be in these situations. You just have to be ready. You just have to go within. You have to heal that inner conflict. Any conflict you're facing externally is because you're facing it internally, and you're not showing up for that, and you have to. And a lot of people say, oh yes, Pisces always talk about the spiritual realm, this and all that, or Pisces is more in the spiritual realm, but it starts in the spiritual realm. So if Pisces is in the spiritual realm, and then it's learning to balance in the material realm, and it's already old soul, and it's already with all 12 zodiac signs, it's time, bro. It's time. You got to move forward. Like, for example, you got to move forward. You got this no matter what. Like, don't stay in that relationship that's going to keep you stagnant. If you know you're feeling drained, feeling like pressure, like you're going to feel the deep pressure, is going to feel hot. You're going to feel pressure. You're going to feel like you can't breathe sometimes at night. It's kind of like a panic attack, because you start to feel that this is not your energy. Because when you're away from people and you're isolated and you're by yourself, that's your energy. You calm down, you breathe, you detach. Try to just detach. When you're by yourself, you're alone, you're breathing, detach from everything else. Because that's how you can focus and that's how you can lock in and really see what's actually coming to you. Because we get downloads a lot, right? But we can't see it unless we calm down, slow our mind down, and be present. That's when the downloads come. Like, it's crazy because nowadays, everybody catching on. Everybody peeping what's going on. Everybody knows. Like, people are waking up. People are walking in their purpose, and it's beautiful to see, bro. Be brave. Be in your purpose. Understand that this knowledge. That you want to be better. It's bullshit going on, right? But what are you willing to do to contribute? And you ain't got to do much, but work on you first, right? Because everything else will align and it will come due timing. It will already align. You just have to be brave, believe in yourself. No matter what you go through, like, bro, people don't understand, like, the shit I've been through, bro. Just like the stuff you've been through, I don't understand. We don't understand. So that's why we have to know, we have to move on. We got to transform because we're changing every day. If we change it mentally and spiritually, we're changing physically right after that because it starts in the spiritual first. That's why the subconscious is connected to your higher self. And I'm cooking right now. Y'all know that. Like, y'all know what I do. And I'm finna really, like, stay on it. I know past videos I have, said I was good, but that was like, we changing, y'all. I change, I evolve, I transform, y'all. I'm not perfect. Like, I'm learning to process, learning to be comfortable in this new transformation, learning to move forward and be passionate, and be okay with communicating and not always trying to keep things internal. I'm tired of it. I want to be who I meant to be, bro. And you got to be who you meant to be by just pushing forward, realizing that, okay, I can't sit in this all day. Okay, no one else is going to do anything to change my life but me, right? Not saying that someone can't change your life, but the only way they can change your life if you change your life by moving forward, right? So they can meet you halfway. And that's what life is about, these connections, these beautiful changes, leaving connections, growing from and past connections, right? And people are able to pick up the piece of their heart, right? And reshape it to something stronger. Just like bones break, they heal stronger. So that's just like the heart. Anytime we have got heartbroken, nobody has ever said this, quote me. Anytime we all got our heart broken, like, it always heal back faster. Everything, like, when we eventually heal, when we eventually realize, okay, I need help and I want to change. You realize that you bounce back harder than ever. Like, you start really loving yourself. You start really seeing where people come from. You start really feeling and being sympathetic, but at the same time knowing that you got to do what's best for you. Yeah. So my message is leave those relationships, y'all, that feel like they're holding you back, that's draining you. People trying to hold you back. People are planning. People are plotting. Motherfuckers have been possessed. People are being possessed. Y'all, like, this is real. People are being possessed, and they have been being possessed by lower dimensional beings, like from the underworld. Like, real shit. This is real. From the underworld. Like, they got possessed, and, like, you think they're your siblings, or you thinking I'm not saying all of them, but it's like, bro, you can peep. Like, a spawn. Search up what a spawn is. That's what I call people who I realize that these motherfuckers soulless. These motherfuckers like when people, like the feeling of holding people back and feeling entitled, y'all. Be careful. Be aware of people who feel super entitled to everything you have and what other people have. And you got to protect yourself. It's real out here. Because as soon as you get them people away from you, you start growing, you start evolving, you start getting a sign, everything starts clearing up, you start seeing everything you need to see. Money is in your bank account. Bro, come on. This is real. This is a real thing. Don't be held back by these relationships, because it's a trap. And a lot of people know this, but a lot of people don't. So just be aware, like, get some plans to your health, get some protection. Search up what spiritual protection is. Like, this is real, y'all. Okay, we in the physical world, I get it. We get our bread, be logical, stay grounded. I get it. Yeah, stay grounded, right? But your spirit is inside this body, this material physical body. We're on this plane, this crazy ass plane that's teaching us to grow, stand the fuck up, and evolve. Excuse my language. That's why we here. That's why we going through all this pressure, all this pain. It hurts. It's bad. It's bad. But then it makes us stronger, and then we feel better after. It's crazy. It's hard, but that's how we learn. That's who we are. That's how we're designed to learn. That's how we're designed to grow, and it's all gonna align. So leave those relationships. Leave them behind. You gotta say goodbye. Say the goodbyes, even if they try to visit you in your dreams. I feel like you should move forward. Wish them the best. Talk to them. Stop, breathe, talk to them. Their soul, talk to their soul, communicate that. But we gotta move on. We all got something to do. Figure out what you gotta do in this life, bro. Figure out, girl, sis, bro, sis. Come on, cause like everything's connecting, and it's no more hiding. Y'all can't just sit here and hide no more, bro. You gotta do what you gotta do what you came here for. No one else can do it but you. I believe in you. Whatever you want to achieve, you can achieve that. Don't try to be like everybody else, though. Whatever you do, even if it's a genre a lot of people do, don't do it like them. Don't do it like nobody you ever seen. Use what you learned from them to move on, to learn from situations, to grow, to evolve other people through that growth. And y'all finna start seeing stuff on this channel that you never experienced before. Or, in that way, because I make music, right? And y'all know I'm gonna get it all set up. So y'all just better be ready. Y'all better be ready. I'm gonna figure out how to make a music channel. I'm gonna make a music channel, and then I'm gonna keep talking about it. I'm gonna recommend y'all to go there, right? And then I'm gonna post it on all social media, all platforms. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna start linking everything. A lot of y'all got my Instagram, but a lot of y'all don't. Comment if you want my Instagram, because I'm not gonna set it up until I know I'm gonna fully push out that channel, that music channel. So. But I already make music, so it don't matter. Nobody can stop me from what I'm doing because I already got it. And remember, you ain't gotta tell everybody. But I can tell y'all. It's okay to tell y'all because I already got it. It's already gonna happen. Believe that. Know that no one can stop your blessings, no matter what. The energy cannot affect you. You gotta move forward. You gotta keep them out the way. You gotta grow. All right. So yeah, that's my take on relationships that hold you back. Why do people stay? I think people obviously go through trauma, go through these hard things and these harsh things, and they haven't been taught how to grow out of them. And a lot of us wasn't, but we still, a lot of us grow even if no one teaches them, because we're designed that way. And if you're not designed that way, excuse that. But yeah, if you're not designed that way, it's okay. It's okay. You're gonna get the help you need. Everything will happen. Believe. You gotta go. You gotta grow. You deserve the best. You deserve happiness, bro. Sis, you deserve happiness. God is queen, king, queen. I mean, like, whoever you are, you deserve it. You deserve the best. You gotta grow. Okay? You gotta move forward. Start that. Whatever you plan to do, whatever you're planning to do, whatever you have on your mind, start that. Do that. Find ways to start that. Search up ways, little steps you can do to start that business, to start whatever you want to start. Start that channel. Start whatever. Start that podcast. Start that streaming. Shorty, everybody want to stream, shorty. Y'all better stream then. What? Y'all better stream it. Don't be surprised if you see me in there. Stream, bro. It's okay. Do what you want to do in life, bro. Like, I promise y'all, like, we think our problems are big, no matter what's going on social media, none of that, all that stuff, the G, all that. No matter what's going on, as long as we focus on ourselves and we focus on what really matters and how we can change the world, we'll be okay. And you gotta know that no matter what you see going on, you can't focus on that. You have to focus on you. Before we had social media, before we had any of that, we had ourselves. And that's what you gotta go back to. So, yeah, for all those people in those relationships, leave. I know, I get it. Y'all stuck. Y'all done went through a lot. Get help. Seek help. And then they will let you know. They'll let you know, leave that. You gotta go. You gotta start fresh. You have to detox. You gotta get away. Get away, y'all. Take a trip. Leave. Breathe. Go in nature. Escape. I promote this because everybody needs an escape right now. It's too much pressure on people. But that's okay. because it's gonna help people evolve. But you should still take a break, release, realize everything you gotta work on, realize your problems, put them all to the table, journal, just sit with yourself and realize what do I have to do right now? What do I need to do right now to change, better myself? How can I accomplish these goals, fix these problems right now? Yeah, that's my take, y'all. Follow me. Follow my TikTok, like my Instagram. Just comment down below if you want it, but yeah, a lot of y'all have it, and I'm gonna just probably link it in this video or another video, but y'all get it. But yeah, peace out, y'all. Have a great weekend. Be blessed, stay blessed, be careful, okay? Be careful. Pray. Cleanse. Try to cleanse any way you can. Find ways to get the information you need, and everything will work out from there. Okay? Just take action, move forward, breathe, and you got this.